2018, we embarked on the journey of a lifetime, living and traveling full-time in our self-converted van. We're gonna go for it. Join us as we continue to explore the beauty around us, one adventure at a time. You may have picked the only road that is snow cleared.
Yeah, but this meets up with a couple different forest roads, and I don't know, it's not looking good. We're only 6 miles away. We'll see how close we get.
Our way in. Well, park right here and let's go for a walk.
I agree.
Doesn't look too bad. All right, let's go for a walkabout. There's this one spot that is awesome by the river, and that's what we're trying to get to. We think this might, is this the road? This is it? Oh, awesome. Can we get back there? Oh my gosh. Look at the road. Wow. Well, okay, we're not driving through this even if we clear the trees. Look at the puddles.
Well, let's see how far it is to walk.
Oh, it's muddy. Wow, this is so many trees. Okay, we made it to the camp spot. It looks awesome. But let me show you the real reason why we wanted to come here. Wow. Look at that river. That's amazing. Talk about an epic spot.
This would be on our top 10 overall picks if we could get back here.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. This is the North Umpqua River.
Make it out,
and it's just not gonna happen for us, but wow. So this spot I know would be in our top all-time favorite.
Yeah, top 5, top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer we can't make it back, but at least we get to see it, and we can always put it on the list for next time.
This is definitely, we're gonna come back and check this one out. We did see, we've been exploring today, and that's kind of what we do sometimes. And today, four spots have not worked out.
Yeah.
But we did find one next to a lake that's gonna work out, that's almost as epic.
And if no one takes it before we get back, it will be ours.
But we had to come see if we could get to this because, well, look at it. It's amazing. Oh. And this is van life in the spring.
Yeah, this isn't uncommon for us to find locations that are too early in the year that we can't get to, but we just mark them down, and next time through, we'll try it again.
Yeah, we know to come back to this area because there's a lot that we have seen that we just can't get to that we want to explore. But wow, this is a mess of trees.
How do we get around, Riddle? How do we get around all that?
Riddle doesn't care.
Doesn't bother me.
This is awesome.
Isn't it? Today we are in Oregon, 12 miles north of Diamond Lake. And this is the Umpqua National Forest. We are camping lakeside on Lake Lemolo. And we're super excited to get this location after so many dead ends that we hit on the way up here. It's just too early in the year. There's too much snow, too many trees across the road. So to get this spot on the lake, we were so excited that I instantly started getting wood for a campfire. Carrie put up her lights, so we jumped the gun a little bit. Usually I'm out here right away showing you guys where we're at, but we've already been here a whole day. Rudol's made himself at home as well. Now we have a lot to do in this area. There's a lot to explore. We have some friends arriving later on this week, and you may recognize them if you've been watching our videos for a while and recognize their rig. So we're super excited for that. That's one of the reasons why I'm gathering so much firewood. And the other reason is we have cold weather in the forecast, and possibly, do I dare say it, snow, which I'm excited about, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Beautiful spot here, overlooking the lake. Quick work of that.
So when you were a kid, you used wood for your fireplace, right?
Yeah.
How many cords of wood did you cut?
We had to get 10 cords of wood every single winter because we had a big old house that wasn't insulated well. And well, we were using juniper because that was the wood that was around. Maybe occasionally a little bit of pine, but the pine generally is sappy and causes problems. But still, 10 cords of wood, and that was cut up, brought to the house, and then split. We did all the work ourselves.
And then stacked?
And then stacked it all. So I've always enjoyed it, and I'm still having fun at it.
I think your chainsaw was well worth the...
It was. And I am sure there's going to be some in the comments that says I should be wearing eye protection, so don't do what
Yeah, you should be wearing eye protection.
Don't do what I do. Wear eye protection. This looks like possibly the last sunshiny day we're gonna have, at least for a while, as a storm is approaching us. But I wanted to hike up the road and see if I can get a little bit closer to the North Umpqua River and maybe get some pictures of it. It just looks like a beautiful river. And you can tell it's early in the season. The snow is just starting to melt off the road. Oh, and this section here is all melted. But they haven't had time to come up here and clear the trees off yet. We dodged many of these trees coming in. And that's why it's nice to have an axe and a chainsaw in the back of the vehicle, just in case there was a tree that did fall across the road and block our path out. A little bit of snow there on the side. This is the North Umpqua River. Wow. The water's crystal clear. It's pretty big water too, considering how close we are to the headwaters. I would have definitely expected it to be a lot smaller. The fishing must just be amazing. Well, this is as far as we would have been able to come up. Isn't much further than we've already been. I could have shoveled our way through, but then it probably just ends again because we're just going up, up, and away. The air is just a super strong, sweet smell of pine. Very clean, sweet smell. I really enjoy that. I need to bottle that up and keep that for a sanitizer or smelly thing in the van. That is fantastic. All right, we're approaching the area that on the map it said there is a spring up here. I think it's called Crystal Spring, and possibly a camp spot, dispersed camp spot next to it. And we're gonna check it out. Now this is explaining how this river starts off so big. I was thinking earlier, this river doesn't have that many miles before the headwaters, and there's a lot of water in it. Well, this is a giant spring. Look at that. It's coming right out of the ground right there. Probably from this hillside, but... And as far as you can see, there's water coming out of this hillside. That is a big spring. We've got good water flow right here. I think I'm gonna get my filtered water right from this location. That makes it pretty easy. So that was a pretty cool little spring. I think I'm gonna make this the turnaround spot and head back to camp. So I think this hike is under 4 miles round trip. Maybe a little bit longer for me because I hiked around a little bit and did some drone flights. But I probably would not camp right here at the spring, just for the main reason that it looks like the only access point to it. So if anybody else wants to come get water, this is where they're gonna go. And I wouldn't want to make them feel uncomfortable. And I think the water should be available to everyone. Oh, there's a sign up here. Kesley Mountain Loop. Oh, that might be fun. And if you keep going up this road further than I did, eventually there's a horse camp up there. And it's pretty much for equestrian use only, so if you don't have a horse, you wouldn't want to camp there. But the pictures of it look beautiful, and it's right on a creek. It's not on, I don't think it's on the Umpqua River, but it's on a tributary. You could drive around and explore for days as long as there's no trees across the road and no snow on the road. There's lots to explore here. I'm not all that far away from the Pacific Crest Trail as well. All right, we're heading home.
Oh, Rudolph.
Look at that mean machine.
Rudolph's excited, huh? You feel right, Rudolph? Come here, Rudolph.
Oh, Baxter sees him.
Hang on. Oh.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, guys.
You made it.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Oh, it was awesome. I went down another road that had turned around. Oh, yeah.
Snowdrifts, hi.
That way too.
Ooh, you're nice and drippy.
Except when we turned around way earlier.
Oh no, we're...
You ready for ball playing already?
Boy, good to see you.
Hi, Jerry.
We're like Ed's gonna come ripping down the road as fast as he can be.
Yeah, oh yeah. You did too. You were like, wow, he's going fast. I'm going slow.
Look at the beach. There.
Rudolph and I got up to do our sunrise morning shot, and this is what we woke up to. This is the end of April. We are at Lemolo Lake in Oregon, and there is a winter weather advisory. You might be able to hear the heater. I have it going, so it'll be nice and warm when we get back in. And if you've watched our channel, and especially our Newfoundland series, we traveled with our friends Ed and Maria, and they came to visit. They're over there in the Jeep with the rooftop tent. And it's snowing. It's pretty. And just 2 days ago, I was sitting on that beach. It was 67 degrees in the shorts and a tank top.
Oh, Rudolph. I know where they're coming right back to the snow. Oh. Rudel was going for it. Oh. Okay, come on, Rudel.
Perfect for Rudel.
My favorite thing about this location is just being on the lakefront and watching all the birds and the wildlife in the lake, and yet you're still camping in the trees, so I really had a good time here.
What about the snow?
And watching it snow, that was quite pleasant. That could be our last snowfall of the season.
We're going to Alaska.
Yeah, but the season's almost over.
Oh, okay. My favorite thing, of course, is I love pine trees. We're in the pine trees, and there are otters. We've been watching 2 otters go up and down the shoreline. We've seen them 3 days, and they're fun to watch. Also, the osprey have been diving for fish, so we know the fishing is good here. And it's just a beautiful area.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, so going straight into well, first of all, one of the coolest things about this location was meeting up with our friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ed and Maria. So we didn't do a lot of filming with them. We just enjoyed our time together. But we still wanted to show you around this area and tell you everything that you need to know about this campground.
We met Ed and Maria our first year on the road in Maine. They came driving in with a Jeep, and we said, camp right here next to us. And since then, we have been meeting them all across North America because they came to Newfoundland with us. And this is the first time we got to meet them on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's quite a treat.
We really enjoyed our time with them, and we just hung out and got caught up.
Yep.
So about these 2 camp spots here? Okay,
so there's 2 camp spots right on the lake that are free dispersed camping. They're in the National Forest. It's a 14-day stay limit. They're a little bit tight, so rig size I would say 25 feet or less, because you're going to have a hard time getting off the road and into the site.
It's a sharp right turn into them.
It's a sharp turn.
The one we're at, you could probably back a trailer into if you had mad skills.
Yeah. So this is pretty limited when you're only talking 2 free sites on the lake, so keep that in mind, but we'll tell you about some other options as well.
Yes.
So the amenities are limited. So this site here has a fire ring, a metal fire ring, and the other site has a picnic table.
And a fire ring.
And we do have really good T-Mobile service and Verizon.
Yeah, we have 2 bars of 5G service here and 2 bars of Verizon LTE.
And you would not expect that, because it literally feels like we're in the middle of nowhere surrounded by trees and mountains, so we don't know where the signal's coming from.
Now, the first day that we got here, we got to see Mount Thielsen, which is spectacular, and we haven't seen the mountain in the last 4 days. It's been cloudy and snowy. I did want to mention that these 2 spots here are very close to the road, so come summertime when the busy season, it's going to be a little noisier. Keep an eye on your dogs and your littles.
And it could be hard to get one of these 2 sites.
It's going to be very hard to get one of these. This is a prime site. This is an awesome spot.
So currently we can't get very far above the lake where the river comes in, the North Umpqua River, but there is plenty of dispersed camping up there. Just from walking around, we found lots of locations. So don't be, if you can't find these 2 spots, there could be more available. Yeah.
So there is a KOA campground on this lake. There is a resort on this lake, and 11 miles away is Diamond Lake, which is also a resort. So this area is extremely busy in the summer.
Yeah, and we counted a total of 5 campgrounds surrounding just this lake itself.
Yes.
Which are all closed right now.
Yes. Some of them you can't even get into. We also found the most epic spot I think maybe we've ever found that we walked into on the Umpqua River, but it's just too early in the season, we can't get to it.
Yeah, between the snow and the trees that have fallen down across the road, there's no way we're getting in.
Okay, so let's talk about nearest
okay, so nearest towns where you can get supplies would probably be, to the east would be Lapine at 80 miles, and then to the west would be Roseburg.
And Diamond Lake's only about 12 miles away. We did see a gas station there.
There is a gas station.
I'm assuming in the summertime they have little, like, general stores.
I did see a dump station at the Diamond Lake store.
Okay. So, like, right now we're in the shoulder season. We like these seasons before everything opens up. But then that's the problem. Everything's closed.
All right, so reasons why you might want to come here other than it's just beautiful and fantastic and smells great and there's wildlife everywhere and waterfalls. There are 2 major waterfalls that you're going to want to see. We did not have time to see them this round, so
Yes.
we need to come back, but check out the waterfalls and the hikes.
Not only that, we are only 27 miles from Crater Lake National Park as the crow flies.
Yeah.
It's about an hour drive. I also wanted to go see Crater Lake and take some photographs of the snow, but that winter storm that moved through brought an additional 12 inches of snow at Crater Lake. So we figured probably not a good time to go visit in the van.
Yep. So there's also, if you're into fishing, there is supposed to be super fantastic fishing here. There's rainbows, there's German browns, and what's the type of salmon?
Kokanee, I
Kokanee
believe.
salmon. So I'm sure it's a popular place to come fishing. And there's at least 2 boat ramps, but one of them was in a campground, and well, both are in a campground. So
Right now they're not accessible because
right
the lake
now,
is
yeah,
so low.
Yep.
I'm assuming that when the summer season hits that they raise the lake up. That's typically how it worked for us in Northern California.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the same here, just because they have resorts on the lake.
It's such a big recreational area. Yep.
Yeah. Dog friendly. Rudel loved it.
Yeah, Rudel absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And then running in the snow.
Running on the beach.
Running on the beach,
Yeah.
all good stuff for dogs. This campsite that we're in right now particularly, there is a little bit of a cliff down to the beach, so if you have small children, this might not be the best spot for you.
And watch your dogs until they get used to it, because Rudel went right over the edge.
Only once.
And Mom had a heart attack. And then we showed him the trail, how to get down, and
And then he was fine.
then he was fine. All right.
I think we pretty much covered it, but we'll have a whole nother story the next time we come back and get to see those waterfalls.
Yes, we're definitely coming back to this area. It's an area we definitely want to check out more. And in the summertime, I think it would be awesome.
A little bit warmer would be good.
It's hard to hang out outside when it's rainy, snowy, and windy.
Yeah, and 40 degrees. So, yeah.
We had a fire, but it was still, you know, little more fun in the summertime.
It is. All right, well, I think we pretty much covered it.
I think so.
All right, we appreciate you watching the video. Give us a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and we'll see you next week.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.